Hello, welcome to another episode in this channel. Today we're playing Dragon Quest and we're going to be finding Edric's armor and, after that, Edric's token. The token is named something else, but in the original Nintendo version of this, which was called Dragon Warrior, it was called Edric's token, so we'll go with that. We're going to start off in the castle like we normally do, and then we're going to travel, after I finish talking to the guards, travel outside the castle. Now, to get the armor, it is hidden. It is not something you can purchase. There were rumors that if you talk to some of the townspeople in another town of a village that was overrun by monsters. It's essentially now a ghost town. In the original Nintendo game, it was called Hawkness, and it's around this area in the desert where I've circled here. In this version, it's called Dromedora, and that's where we're going to travel right now. So, we're going to travel to the west, up a little bit, and then left around this way. Now, the monsters in this area are very easy, so you can see by my level that you kill them in one hit. So we're going to go ahead and continue traveling in this direction. In Dragon Quest / Dragon Warrior, every time you cross a bridge, then you usually encounter a different level of monsters. In this case, the monsters are going to get harder each time we cross a bridge. So that was one bridge. Ghost is still pretty easy. Kill it in one hit, 54 damage, done. So these monsters are still easy for my level. So now you'll notice here in a second, I'm going to walk through the swamp and you'll see something about, well, after I defeat this magician looking thing, you'll notice that anytime you walk through the purple water thing, you take damage like that. Okay. So in order to find the token, you have to have something that will keep you from taking damage, which is why we're going to find the legendary Edric's armor. So, and you also, if you notice my 8 hit points, that, well, first I have to take some damage, but with the armor that I have, see, here we go, harder enemy, but with the armor that I have, I recover hit points every few steps because I have the magic armor. Hit points are 70 right now. So remember that. We're going to take a few more steps and we'll see if, okay, now here is the village. And so I'm at 73 and then I'm going to heal up to 92 because you want to be at full strength when you go into this abandoned village. So we're going to go ahead and go from this opening here toward the east side, which is further right. I'm going slow to hopefully avoid running into too many monsters before we get there. Now, there's going to be a spot, and it's over here. You see where I'm circled? That is where the armor is. But once we get close, there is a knight with an axe. I believe it's called a knight aberrant in this version. And that is a very hard enemy to fight. So in some versions, you can try putting it to sleep, but the problem with that is then you can't attack at the same time. So sometimes if you're strong enough, it's better just to do the straightforward attack. Hopefully you get either a really good critical hit, or if not, you can take him out in damage. Okay, that was close, but I went ahead and I beat him. Hit points are down to 30. Oh, and I got up to level 17. And if it's like it is in the Nintendo version, I learned a new spell here, which will be very important. The mid-heal spell. In Dragon Warrior, that would be called Heal More, where you heal a lot of your HP. You look at the ground and, what luck, Edric's armor. So we'll go ahead and equip it. It'll take a second here and see I have the magic armor equipped, but then I click on Edric's armor and I'm going to go ahead and equip it. So there we go. All right, now you'll notice when I walk through the purple swamp, oh, my defense is up. It's plus 28 for the armor, so that's extremely helpful. But it recovers hit points. See, that's the new spell, mid-heal, and it healed me up to my new level, which is 100. But when I walk through the swamp here, you see, no damage. That is essential for the next thing that we're going to find, because in order to find the token, we have to go into a very, very large swamp. And if you don't have armor, Edric's armor, to protect you from that, there's almost no easy way to get the token. So go ahead and exit out straight through the swamp there, and we're done. So to get the token, we have to go to the large swamp that's at the bottom of this world. So I'm going to keep going, and then there's a bridge down here. Oh, there's another knight. So since I'm fully healed up to 100 and it's not an axe knight, this knight should be okay. So we're going to go ahead and, move on from here. I'm going to continue across the bridge right there over toward the swamp. So you see my hit points were 86, and now if you check it again, they're up to 91. So every single step, I'm recovering HP. So you're up to 96 now, and then pretty soon I'll be up to 100. So that's another huge benefit of Edric's armor. It's almost impossible to beat the game without it. I can't imagine trying to beat it without the armor. So because of all the different benefits of it. Oh, that was good. Critical hit. Took care of that skeleton. So we're going to cross the bridge here, and there's a couple ways to find the token. If you know the exact spot, you can go straight there. If you don't know the exact spot, and you save the princess from the green dragon in the mountain cave that's on the far east part of this map, you get what's called Princess's Pledge. It was Gwynlein's love in the original Dragon Warrior, and that will tell you that you have to be in an area 70 south and 40 east from the castle. I know about where it is, but I'll go ahead and check it when I get close to that spot. So another victory. I'm up to 78 hit points, and I think I recover hit points even though I'm in the swamp, which is amazing. So somewhere right around here is where it's at. I might be a square or two off, but let's check. So it's not showing me that there's something there, so we'll have to move a square over. Okay, so that's where it's at. Before I search, then I'm going to go ahead and use items, and then there's the Princess's Pledge right here, and it says a gift, and I'm going to use it, and this is what it says. So it gives me my experience points. Stand 30 paces north and 40 paces west. Okay, so I was right west from the castle. So that means I'm in the exact spot, and then same as the ground, the mark of Edric. So that's what you need to get to the next phase, which is, I don't want to toss anything away. Shoot. Because I don't want to get rid of the Warrior's Ring or the Iron Shield, and everything else I really need. The magic armor would be the only thing I can toss, but that is worth a lot of money. And I don't have the silver shield yet, so... Okay, so back to what I was saying. The Mark of Edric is what you take to the man south of the town called Remildor. And that is on the bottom right part of the map, or the southeast part. It's kind of a long walk to get to from here. It's across the ocean to the right here. So when you get that, then you're able to go to the last part of the game. He combines the Staff of Rain and the Sunstone, both of which I have right now, to get the Rainbow Drop, and that makes the one bridge square to get to the Dragon Lord Island. So there's a town to the bottom left you see. I just have to figure out how to get to it. It's called Cantlin, and if I can make it there, then I can sell the magic armor for quite a bit of money. I believe when I bought it, it was 7,800 gold. So if that's the case, then if my math is right, I get it for about 38.50 or 39. It'd be 3,900. Maybe it was 7,700. But in any event, it's quite a lot of gold. So I'm going to take the time. Oh, I have to go all the way around. Shoot. Okay, so I should have just gone back to the left, and that would have been easier from the swamp, but that's okay. Ooh, a metal slime. Now, if you can somehow manage to kill one of these, it gives you tons of experience. But the annoying thing is they're hard to kill, and they always run away. They only do 1 damage, which is fine, but it's just so hard to actually... See, there you go. It just runs off. So, but if you do manage to kill one, they give you a ton of experience points. So, and skeleton soldier there. So let's go ahead and just kill him in 2 hits and continue on to the town. If we can somehow manage to get to the town and sell it, then that'll open up a spot. So it's just going to take another minute or two. So if you're watching the video and you're already to this point, bear with me. It will be wrapped up here fairly soon, and I'd like to show you what happens so that I get everything. So cross the bridge, and then you have to go to this area. Actually, sorry, I keep continuing going the wrong way. There's a small strip of land, and that's how you get there. So you have to go, I have to backtrack over the last bridge I just crossed and go up and to the right, so north and east along that little pathway, and that's how you get to the town of Cantlin. So I didn't record this on this video or previous videos, but to get into Cantlin, there is a golem, a big orange stone creature that guards it, and he's very, very strong. So in order to get past him, you have to find the fairy flute, and the fairy flute puts him to sleep, and that's pretty much the only way you can get past him. Otherwise, you can't beat him just attacking directly, because he's a very, very strong creature, unless you yourself are very strong. But in order to get strong weapons and armor, you have to get to the town, so much easier to get the fairy flute. Okay, now I just have to find a shop. This one will do. And see if I can sell the magic armor. Okay, so 38.50. So there we go. So there we go. As ever, so it must have been 8,007. No. Well, anyway, it was around 7,800 gold. So the shops give you half of what it is. So, but most importantly, now I have space for an item in my inventory. Just as a side note, if you play this game, have played this game before, or can play it a lot, there are a few items that you can hold off until the very end of the game to get. One of them is the sunstone, because once you get the ability with keys, then you can go and get it out of the castle. So I think the next time I play this, I'm going to hold off on getting the sunstone so that I have more room in my inventory. And I don't remember this being a problem in the original Dragon Warrior, so this might be a unique thing to Dragon Quest. So I'm going to go ahead and take out this wolf and continue on and see if we can get to the token, or sorry, the mark of Edric is what it's called in this version. So it should be right about one more over, maybe there. Yes, good. Okay, so now this time, the mark of Edric, and I'm going to keep it. It should say pockets is find. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use a spell just to get back to the castle to save it. Zoom goes back to Tantagel Castle. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom to there. And before I save it, I always go over to the town. The town right here, the inn, which is right here toward the entrance, is only 3 gold. So, yeah, I'm really strong, and I could probably survive all the monster attacks if I didn't save it, but I like to refresh all the way up with magic as well. Because if you get into a battle and you have to use a lot of spells to survive, you want to make sure you have as much magic as possible. So I'm going to go back and see the king and save it. So that's all for this video. Once again, thank you for the views, the likes, the subs, and comments are always welcome. And I appreciate you. watching. So thank you, everybody, and have a great night, a great rest of the day.